It is time. I have come back for a second live stream. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm so glad to be here. And I'm just a little bit stressed again, but you know, it's that's how it is. Hello, everyone. So, hello, Butsu-san. How's it going? I think my audio's not loud enough. Wait, is this better? And let's have the music a little bit. Okay, great. So is the quality good? I can stream in 1080, which is good. So who's here? We have Cough the Fox. Hello, Cough the Fox. You've been here very early. Hello, Homie Ricky. And hello, Symphoniac. Bonjour. And oh my god, there's so many people. Oh, hello, Seth Graham. Oh my god, there's so many people. Hello, everyone's Wahi. Is this a Mario reference? Yeah. I'm getting nervous, but I guess that the more I stream, the less nervous I'll be. So, today we will be making an animation. Hello, Beats! I'm so glad you're here. And hello, Frizzle Soda. Oh, there's so many people. Hello, everybody. If there's any problem with the audio, it's kind of hard to manage. So please tell me if you hear anything weird, if there's an echo, or if something is too loud or too not loud enough. Great to see you on YouTube. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Everyone's Wahi. Yes, you got it right. Yeah. Everyone's wahoo. I think it's saturating when I make loud noises. Wahi means space. Oh, okay, no, so it's not a Mario reference, sorry. If you had the two together. Everyone's space. Oh, I see. That's cute. So, on the second live stream, we will be animating. When you said Mario reference, I heard JoJo reference. Oh, no. Sorry. But JoJo's good. Did I watch all the arcs? I did watch all the JoJo arcs. We will be animating the drawing that was in the thumbnail. Howdy there, Fluff. It's so nice to see you all. And oh, I was trying to reduce the delay. There are two settings on YouTube. There's normal delay and low delay. But I think I have to try it. But if I have low delay, I think the quality and buffering is less good. And I realized that with normal delay, I have like 10 seconds or something, which is okay. I guess if you guys have a good quality of streaming. So, but if there's too much delay, maybe I can try to improve it. Mamma mia, bits goes full Mario. Well, let's go to After Effects now. Welcome to After Effects. And so, what I did is that yesterday I took some time to separate the layers. You got sleepy eyes, hehe. Yeah, I woke up a bit early this morning. In France, it's 10 a.m., so I woke up at 9 on a Sunday. Waking up at 9 a.m. on a Sunday, what the hell? But I wanted to stream, and also I'll be on another stream in 3 hours. I'll be on another stream. On Buchi-san's stream. I'll put the link right before it goes live. And so yeah, I'll be streaming twice today. Once on my channel and one other time on Buchi-san's channel. Do I say it right? Buchi-san, your name? Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is yeah, I am from France. Je suis français. Wait, my face? Oh no, I disappeared. I tend to I tend to go over the comments, so let me just make it a little bit higher. Perfect. So, first thing we're gonna do is import our drawing. So what I did yesterday is I took some time to separate all the layers. It's a very important step, but it's very tedious and takes a long time. So I'm not gonna show the layer separation part on this stream because it took me like 2 hours and it's not very fun. But maybe I'll do it on a longer stream. I'll be streaming for 2 hours today. So from now to in 2 hours. It will be 12 for me, but maybe it probably be another time for you. So the layer separation thing is very important when you animate, because you need to have easy parts that are easy to move, to animate when you're doing tweening animation. So I had to separate the layers. So for example, I have one layer for the ear. I have one layer for the face, one layer for this, one layer for that. And what's important is that when you move the layer, you still have some overlap behind it. Grondin Alexandre grows. My man, let's go. Hello. And Budapest has sent some eyes emoji. I'm glad you're here. Hello. I don't think I'll be able to stay that long. It's 1 a.m. here. Oh no, it's late. I'm sorry. So when I stream early in France, it's convenient for Eastern countries, for like China, Japan, Korea. And when I stream late, it's more convenient for Western countries like America, South America. I'll try to sometimes stream early, sometimes stream late, so it can be convenient for most people. Sadly, I don't think I can do one stream that's convenient for everyone, but I'll try to change the timing of streaming. First thing we're gonna do is save the project. So you can't see the window. I'm only streaming After Effects, but what I'm doing here is I'm saving the project. Let's animate project. Let's animate V1. It's 10 p.m. for me, XDD. Yeah, it's a bit late for Eastern countries, but I think it's still manageable. I tend to sometimes I stream at 10 p.m. France time. So what I was saying is that what's important is that you have some overlap. So if I move, I still have some hair behind. And if I move here, I still have some hair. And here too. And if I move the glasses, so yeah, the glasses have to be together. But that's what's important about when you do tweening animation. It's that you can move the things a little bit without your drawing breaking. This layer separation part took me 2 hours yesterday. I was preparing it. I thought it would take me like 30 minutes, but it took me 2 hours. It's kind of tedious, but it's part of the process. And we're just gonna animate, and it's gonna be the fun part now. So first thing we're gonna do is parent the layers. So the layer parenting thing, how does it work? I think I'm gonna add some colors because as you can see, it's very not organized. I'm gonna hide everything I don't need. So I don't need the background. And I think I'm gonna add some color first. So the body will be brown, I guess. Here. You can't see the context menus, but I'm changing the colors. So make sure it's comfortable for you. Yeah, no, 10 a.m. is comfortable for me. I just woke up. I just had an alarm, so I wouldn't sleep until 12, but 10 a.m. is good for me. So, and then I have the tail. And I'm gonna do some pre-comps, I think. Or not, maybe not. And so, how does parenting work? As I showed on the previous live stream, I have a little rope here, and if I connect it to the body, So the arms are separated. But if I connect them to the body, then suddenly they move with the body. And I'm gonna do a lot of parenting first. So the arm left goes to the body. And another thing I do is change the anchor point. Why is it important? Is because every layer has an anchor point, and it's the point it's gonna use to turn. So if I turn the arm, I want it to turn from this point. Because if the anchor point is at the middle, like it's in default, if I turn it, it's not turning the right way. So I put it here, and then as I move, it moves the right way. So everyone, you ish drawing as I listen to it. Maybe you are drawing as you listen to this. Yeah, that's nice. It's a good background stream. So I have also a layer here. So first we're gonna do a lot of parenting. And this is helpful because I'll be doing class soon. Oh, I'm glad. I hope you learned some things. So the turtleneck will be orange. The neck will be will stay. What's the lavender color? Lavender. The neck will be orange. It take me some time to add some colors, but it's really useful when you have like tons of layers to understand what you're doing. I'm gonna color all the airs. I did not eat anything this morning, and I think it's a good. I think I was right not to eat. Because last time I ate a pizza before streaming, and it was so hard. So that's my layers. So maybe if my hair is brown, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make the body brown. Maybe seafoam. Okay, so the turtleneck is here. I'm gonna change the anchor point. The neck fluff is here. It's gonna be connected to the face. Is it gonna be connected to the face, or is it gonna be connected to the turtleneck? It's gonna be connected to the face. And the main controller for the face will be face front. So I have one layer, it goes like this, it's just this. And it's the nose, and I can go over, the eye. Oh, sorry, kind of derpy. And the face front is gonna be the main layer, the main parent for everything. I think I'm gonna do a pre-comp with the eyes, but not for now. So I'm gonna have my two ears like this. Let's change the anchor point. I can have more music. Okay. So the ear is gonna be connected to the front. Repère de l'inquieux. Salut! Est-ce qu'on se connaît? En tout cas, c'est français. So hair top back. That's some hair. So I'm gonna make it brown and connect it to the face. No, yeah. I'm gonna have all the airs connected to. I'm gonna create a null object for the air. So as you can see, I can parent layers to layers. I can have like the arms connected to the body, but I can also parent layers to a null object. So what's a null object? It's an object that's basically nothing. It's just an empty object. But what it does, it allows you to connect multiple things to it. So I can connect all those hair layers here, and when I move the null object, I move all the layers together, because otherwise they are separated. So this is gonna be hair control. I'm gonna rename it. And then, so this is the fluff. I'm gonna connect the glasses together, and the glass is gonna go connected to the front. So now if I move, okay, I have some things connected. I'm gonna connect the hair, and then I'm gonna have to do the eyes. So the fluff, so the glow is gonna connect it to the fluff, and the fluff is gonna be connected to the front. And then I also have where is it? The fluff on the left. So the left fluff is gonna be connected to the face back. And then, so I have another part here, so I can maybe move the nose a little bit. Hello, Theomer. I feel like my audio is saturating. Is it saturating? Or maybe it's my earbuds. I forgot my headphones at work. So I had to buy cheap $7 headphones for this stream. So I don't know if my audio quality is terrible or if it's just my headphones. Okay, well, let's have the eyebrows. And I'm gonna create two null objects. No, let's not do it this way. I'm gonna create two null objects. I'm gonna create one null object for the eye. And this is gonna be eye left. Control. Eye left control. So eyebrow left, eye top left, sclera left. Okay, so this is all gonna be connected to the eye left. So I have one eye here, which is great. And I'm gonna connect this to the face back. So if I move, okay, it's connected. I'm gonna do the same thing for the right eye. Eye right, where is it? Here, okay. Eye right control. Your audio's fine, thank you. Yeah, that's reassuring. Because it's easy to control the image. You can just look at the feedback, but controlling the audio while you're streaming, I don't know how people do it. Damn, okay. Maybe I'll turn it a bit differently. No, that way's good. So, a little tip. I am connecting it to a null object, so it's a little square. But I turned it before parenting. Why? Because now if I scale the null object, it will be relative to this rotation. And if I have it stay perfectly right, and then I connect it, and then I change the scaling, it's gonna scale this way, and it's not the right rotation for the eye. It's gonna have some skewing. So I like to rotate it at the about the angle it's gonna close. And now if I scale it, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be a bit better. So now the mouth. We're gonna make a null object for the mouth too. Oh, hello Sario. Bienvenue ici. There we go. And so that's the mouth. Again, here I'm gonna rotate it this way. And then that's gonna be mouth control. Bim bam, bada bim bada boom. Okay. Okay. So that's the mouth. And so is the mouth connected? So now I connect everything to the face front. Where is it? Here. Okay, and now I'm starting to have everything connected, which is good. It took me 15 minutes. So the face front is going to be connected to turtleneck. And the face back is going to be connected to the face front. Is it possible to do multiple parenting? Yes, you can select. So what I did for the eyes is I selected all the layers, and then connected them and then connected them with one rope, and it connects everything. See, if I connect it to something else, it changes for all the layers. Okay, so is there any missing? No, I think everything's connected. No, the hair back. The hair back is gonna be connected to the face front. The neck here is gonna be connected to the face front too. And then the body. The body is gonna be the main parent for everything. So maybe it sounds a little bit strange watching me do that, but it's just, if you have to do your own parenting, it's gonna be your own workflow. There are multiple ways of animating and parenting, and you're gonna understand what you need. So what I need is, so basically if I move the body, okay, everything moves. If I move the turtleneck, for example, now only the face moves. Oh, cat bed. Hello. Well, I don't know why I take a Japanese accent when I say your name. Hello, I'm glad you're here. And then there's the face. So I think what I'm gonna do is, instead of connecting the fluff to the face, I'm gonna have another controller. I'm gonna connect it to the neck. So where's the neck? The neck is here. So I'm gonna have the side fluff, the neck fluff connected to the neck, and I'm gonna have the face front connected to the neck, which means that, oh, okay, because it's connected to this. So here, and you are connected to the turtleneck. So if I change the turtleneck, the face moves. But if I change the neck, the face moves too. But if I change the face here, the neck is not moving, which can make me can be useful for animating. Shake that head, let's go. Oh shit, I'm breaking my neck. So, now that everything's parented, I should do some pre-comps. Am I gonna do some pre-comps right now? I'll start animating and then I'll do pre-comps, so you guys can see some things. So, I animate at 30 FPS, and I'm gonna make a looping animation. I'm gonna have 3 seconds of animation. I think 3 seconds good. Maybe 2. I can change the timing later. And I'm gonna have an idle animation, so he's gonna be just floating, maybe closing his eyes. So first thing I'm gonna do is animate the body. Good morning, Andre boy. Oh, hello. Grau Rails. I want to say your name right. So it's Grau Rails. Grau Rails? I hope I said it right. But I'm glad you're here again. And so what I'm gonna do is gonna maybe go forward a bit and then go back like this. And he's gonna be floating. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same animation for the neck and the turtleneck. So this is, we're getting into it now. We're getting into the core of the animation. So I'm setting two keyframes, and then here too. Maybe I can change the anchor point so it can move a bit better. Maybe here. So if you see, if I have the anchor point here and I move too much, I reveal some of the drawing that's not finished. So I have to be very picky to what angle I take. So I can't go more than this because I don't have any overlap, and you can see behind the drawing here. So I was kind of lazy here. So the maximum I can go is this. If I don't want any error, I mean, I can go crazy and maybe nobody will notice. But I think this is good. And then this. So he goes down. I'm gonna do... So, that's the base keyframes. That's basically everything I need for the body movement. So 3 keyframes. I'm gonna do some easing. So... Oh, c'est Garulis, je te reconnais. C'est très malais. Ah, je reconnais. Bonjour Garulis. En même temps, c'est écrit très bizarrement. I love how the parent function make animation more easy. Yeah, you basically can't animate without parenting. It's crazy. I think I've heard similar concept before. The keyframes or the parenting or the overlap. So the overlap is the same technique I used for the VTube character. I had to do overlap for when the ear is behind and in front of the hair. Have you ever wondered to post some fails and shit posts to your animation process? No, but maybe I should. I try to do very polished posts. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm taking myself too seriously. But I'm trying to get over this very polished look and have something that's more natural. But so maybe I'll post some fails and weird animations. Try not to show the part that's half finished in your... Oh yeah. I mean, in every tweening animation, so when you're working with layers and moving stuff, often you're going to be limited to what amount of overlap you have. Cute Wolf teaches you After Effects is the best stream concept ever. I'm glad you like it. Maybe I should rename my stream like this. So I have this, but if I play it, it goes, it stops, and it doesn't come back. So first thing I'm gonna do is add some easing. No, I'm not gonna add the easing before I finish the keyframes. So you have 2 techniques. First technique is to duplicate the keyframes, and so it comes back. So I copy the first keyframe at the end, and it does this. Another option you have in After Effects is the expressions. So you can't see, but I have a context menu with some preset expressions. And so on After Effects, you can have a little bit of code that's gonna change the way the keyframe interact. Oh no, foreign spells. You don't like when I speak French? T'aimes pas quand je parle français? Brazil Soda indeed streaming ever. I'm glad you enjoy it. It's really cool to see how you guys love it. So what I was saying is that I can have an expression is going to change the way the keyframe work, and so there's an expression called loop out, and what it does is when it finishes the keyframe, it goes back to what it was. But that's not what I want. I want an expression that comes back, but the other way. That goes, it goes forward and it goes backward to its default value. So there's a code. It's called loop out type equal ping pong. I think it's so funny, ping pong. And if you duplicate the expression to all the values, and then it does this, and I don't even have to set a keyframe. I just animate 2 keyframes here, and After Effects does the rest. It goes back. Oh, expressions time. Let's go. Yeah, expression is so useful. Like, it can save you from a lot of tedious and repetitive work. So now that I have my expression, so I can show you how it looks. So if I activate this, and then you're gonna see you have little dots that go up again. This is the keyframe after the expression is done. So if I move, you can see that it goes up, down, and that's the expression doing this. If I don't have any expression, it's just gonna stop here. So it goes up, down, and I'm gonna add some easing. So here we go. So maybe I'll try to maybe it's a bit too, it's moving a bit too much. So I think it's moving too much to be natural. So I'm gonna slow down my animation. So instead of being 3 seconds, it's gonna be 4 seconds. So let's make it slower. So animation software nowadays, you really help a lot in the animation process. Yeah, there are a lot of useful tools. Sometimes it can be, when you start a new software, you have a lot of stuff to learn. But yeah, the more we advance, the more complex the software goes. Oh, okay, it's like a mirror. Yeah, basically, so loop out ping pong, it mirrors. But if I go loop out cycle, it's the default. So loop out cycles, it finishes and then goes back at the beginning and replays it. But I wanted to go smoothly to what it was and not go directly at what it was. Smooth, I love it. So, thank you, Buchi-san. And maybe you remember in my previous live stream, I showed you a technique to make it more natural. So, when you're moving, you're going like this or like this. Usually you're gonna have your body moving first and then your head and then your hair. It's like if you have how can I say it? If you have like a if you have like a pendulum or something. Is this a good analogy? I'm not gonna be good at explaining this, but basically I want the body to move first and then I want the neck to move a bit later, and then I want the head to move a bit later. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna offset the keyframes. So it's gonna be the same timing. It's still 2 seconds animation, but the neck plays later, and the face plays even more later. So we're gonna have it like this. I guess that's why it's called ping pong. Yeah, exactly. Do you think Clip Studio is any good for animation? I have never used Clip Studio. I do have a license for it. We bought it, but we didn't use it too much. And is it good for animation? I think Clip Studio is good for frame by frame animation, but is it good for this type of animation, tweening animation? I'm not sure. Basically, the body is dragged by the rest of the part. Yeah, so yeah, I think the head is dragged by the body, so it moves a bit later. So my neck, but why is it? Oh, okay, it's not very visible. No, you know what I should have done? I should have. So the turtleneck needs to be connected. I'm gonna add another keyframe here, and then I'm gonna rotate the head. And so it's interesting to have a bit of anatomy basics. So when you move your head, it's moving from the back of your neck, and so it's useful to put the anchor point about at the back of his head, and it is gonna be more natural when he tilts his head. Okay, so I'm gonna add the same expression, and now that I have done this, and then okay, so it works, the expression works. Is the easing right? No, the easing is linear, so let's have it do it the same ease here. And now I'm gonna do some of the offset magic. So first is gonna be the neck, the body, and then it's gonna play the neck, and then the body is gonna move. The face, sorry. Okay, I think I can have more delay. I can have more delay, maybe 20 frames. 10 frame delay per part. 10. Okay, so now you have delay for the head relative to the body, and it looks more natural. But you can see that it cuts. Why does it cut? It's because the loop out expression, it only loops after, but not before. So there's another technique. I could have copied the keyframe. It would have worked perfectly. But if I need to change the values, I'll have to change the keyframe from before, from after. It's gonna be tedious. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the expression. It's gonna go loop in plus loop out. So I had to look on the internet. I had to check how do I loop forward and backward. And some guy find the solution. You have loop in, so it does the same thing as loop out. It loops, but before the keyframes. And then you add the loop out, and for some reason minus value. I don't know why, but you know. There we go. So now it's looping before and after the keyframe. So now it loops perfectly. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit moving a little bit too much to feel natural, or maybe my easing is not right. What if I change? What if I make it more snappy? I think his head goes back too much. Here, no, here, that keyframe. Maybe if I go like this. Oh, I'll change the neck. I'll reduce the amount of movement. Okay, it looks more natural. Oh yeah, and by the way, you may want to drag the body just a little bit down later. Oh, for to feel more like jumpy. Is that what you mean? Like, for example, if I go like... So, I have to remember that I'm animating... So, if I want a cool looping animation, If I want a cool looking animation, cool, what am I saying? If I want a looping animation, I have to animate my keyframes for 2 seconds because it's 4 seconds. So first keyframe at 0, second keyframe at 2, and then maybe it can be a bit lower when he's down like this. And then I add the easing. Does it work? Wait, let me hide all the other keyframes. Well, the keyframes. Where are the keyframes at? What am I missing here? Oh, okay, this. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so the Y position. So now he goes down, and I can even... Okay, so now I need to add the expression loop in plus loop out. Wahoo. And what I can do is I can offset the body going down. It's gonna feel more natural. He's gonna go down a bit later. No, maybe I need to offset everything the other way. Like this. So the body goes down first. And then everything goes back. No, I mean, like, you may want to hide the edge of the body. Yeah. Oh, you're right. But it's still a good idea to make him go down a bit. But yes, so what I'm doing is I'm animating with what I have. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in another composition. That's probably gonna be 1080 by 1080 because it's... Oh my god, I'm animating in 4K. That's why my computer's slow. And then I'm gonna resize it in a way where you can't see the edges. Something like that. Probably like that. But it still looks pretty dope though. Yeah, no, it's not a bad idea to make him go down a bit like that. What I can do now is try to animate the eyes. So that's gonna be a big part, so I'm probably gonna spend some time on this. Or I can do the hair. Probably gonna do the eyes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pre-comp the eyes. But for pre-comping the eyes, so let me rename first because my it's getting crazy. I'm having too much layers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna import my file again, but with no layer separated, with it's just one image of my drawing. And why is that? It's because I need a reference because I'm gonna be moving some parts. And I probably should have done that before animating because now everything has moved. Okay, I'm gonna remove the offset. I'm gonna have everything to its default value. Like this, and like this. And it's not the right. Is this not centered? So this is centered. Okay, yeah, I should not have animated before finishing my... Okay, let's have everything to 0. If I set it like this, so the head is not right. What am I missing? Rotation is at -5. Okay, perfect. So now everything's aligned. Let's do the eyes. So I'm gonna make a pre-comp. So what does a pre-composition do? A pre-composition is hey, that's the eye. It's gonna be a bit creepy. I'm sorry, guys. So a pre-composition is kind of it's an animation composition, but I can animate it here, and then I can use it as footage. It's as one layer. So if I go inside, I can animate all the different layers. But if I go to my parent composition, it's just one layer, and it's really useful. So now that I have my eye, that's why it's important to have my reference. I can just realign it. And then this is centered, and I'm gonna resize my composition. Oh, okay, so here we go. We have the eye. And we're gonna animate it closing. Let's go. So I'm kind of inventing. So while going to this live stream, I didn't really know how I was gonna animate it. I'm gonna just let my imagination do the work. I'm probably gonna use some puppet animation. So what the puppet is, it's an After Effects tool that lets you deform any layer. So it's the little pen at the top, and you can set as many points as you want, and then you can use those points to deform the layer like this. And I think I'm gonna use that for animating the eye closing. But first, not thirst. Hello chat, hello André, how's it going? Oh, hello Léoka, bonjour, 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 comment ça va? Ça fait du monde, c'est trop bien, merci beaucoup. And so, let's animate it closing. So first I'm gonna just change the position. So I'm gonna close the eyelid. Like this. But now it just looks horny. So what I need to do is change the shapes, and that's where the puppet comes in handy. Here we go. Let's have 4 points. I think it's enough. And now I have 1 keyframe per point, and I can change the point position. So let's close it. And now you can see that I probably should have another point here. I should wait. Let me just change my points. I need a point here. Because it was doing some weird stuff. So if I go here and then it's okay, I guess. It's okay. And now I have the eye. That's showing behind the face. So if I go back, it looks like wait, no, it's not animating. If I go at 2 seconds. Oh, it making it as a pre-comp removed my parenting, but I'm just gonna redo it. It's gonna be controlled to the eye here, and then it moved. But now you can see, I can see the pupil behind it. So how am I gonna do that? As you can see, when I merged my layers, I added some overlap for hiding the pupil, but it's not enough. When I'm here, it's not enough. So that's where I can have a clipping mask. So what I can do is I can draw a shape like this, and I'm gonna use it as an alpha matte. So let me explain what it is. Let me rename it first. There are a lot of different techniques. At most my animation, I don't do that skin colored overlap to hide the eyes. I would have just done, let me show you how it would have looked. I could have just have the pupil here like this, and then I would have added an overlap for a shape layer for hiding the pupil. But while I was doing it, because on Live 2D it's more useful to do that kind of skin colored overlap. I use the same technique here, but there's not one technique. Yes, Slay? What is this a reference to? Oh, the blank. And so now that I have my layer, I'm gonna tell it to not show the pupil where the layer is. So I set the layers on top of the pupil. I like to put it as a purple because so the color doesn't do anything, it's just for me. And I like to have my matte layers as purple. And then I'm gonna tell the pupil to be a Luma. You can't see the context menu, but I have 4 options. I have alpha matte, alpha inverted, Luma matte, and Luma inverted. So I'm gonna have alpha inverted, and what it does is it takes the layers that's on top of it, and it makes the pupil disappear when it's over it. And I can have the reverse effect. I can have the alpha matte, and what it does is it appears when it's on top of it. So what I want is I want it to disappear, and I'm gonna have that matte layer connected to the pupil. So now, as you can see, I could animate it so it can move at the same time as the pupil, but that's me adding more keyframes. So I can go like this, it works, but that's me adding more keyframes, and I'm lazy. So what do? I just parent the cache to the eyelid, and then now it moves with the eyelid, and suddenly you don't see the pupil because the matte is here. So are you like I like using an invisible color to make the pupil disappear? Yes. It's not an invisible color for every layer. It's just you're saying, so it's under track matte here. You can tell it to use the layer on top of it as an alpha matte. So if it's an alpha matte, it's gonna look what's above it, and make the layer appear if there's something above it. And if you go reverse inverted alpha, it's gonna make the layer disappear if there's nothing on top of it. The stream is going to be useful for me later. Thank you, Andre. Oh, I'm glad. It's kind of a... I don't think it's not very condensed tutorial. So maybe you can also watch more condensed tutorial on some... It's just giving you an overview, I guess. And so, yeah, but one problem with the way TrackMat works, it's that I also want to hide the... I think it's called the sclera here. The white eye part. Oh, hello Crimson, Skill Andre. Thank you. And so the thing is, as I said, the matte only works for what's above it. And so if I want to have the same thing for the white eye part, lazy, work smart. Yes, exactly. Because at my company, I have 8 hours of work and I need to be it needs to be, yeah, work smart. Andre, open a Patreon, please. We need to thank you for all the tutorial like that. Ah, thank you. I probably will. I don't know what to put on Patreon, so you know, but I'll think about it. I'll try to find some ideas. So what I was saying is that the matte only works for one layer, so I could duplicate it, but that's just getting crazy. Like, I need to duplicate it for the sclera, I need to duplicate it for the glows. It works, but now I have 3 layers and I don't like to work with 3 layers. So I have worked like this for like years. I've been doing this technique for years, and then I found another technique. Oh, maybe a coffee. Yeah, probably. There's a crazy effect. It's called set matte. So that's getting a bit technical. But here, there's an effect that's called set matte. And what it does is that instead of using the track matte thing, look at what layers is above it and use this as a matte, you can tell your layer to look at, you can tell it to use to use one specific layer for matte. And what I need to do is, oh no, it's not gonna work. Why is that? Yeah, I know why. Okay, it's not gonna work. It's a bit technical because there's also something about the layer space and the composition space, and it's gonna be probably gonna be confusing to explain. So I'll use my duplication technique. Coffee would be great if you don't ever feel ready to launch Patreon. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think because like coffee is like a small tip with nothing in return. Is that what it is? So yeah, so I've duplicated my cache, and then when I close the eye, it works. It's not showing what's behind it. I'm gonna add more pen here. I'm gonna add one more pin because it's not really round. I don't like the shape here, so I'm gonna add one more pin. Bam. And wada bam. Okay, now it's more round. Here we go. So now he closes his eye. And I'm gonna move the down eyelid a little bit too, because I think you don't really move your bottom eyelid when you close your eyes, but I think it looks good anyway. So now when, yeah, the bottom eyelid moved just a bit. Je trouve ça incroyable comment tu arrives à trouver d'où vient le souci quand quelque chose ne fonctionne pas. Bravo. Ah, merci beaucoup. Yeah, Sario was saying he's amazed at how I can find a problem when something doesn't work. But I've been using the software for every day for 4.5 years. And so I've pretty much seen everything with this. And when he closes his eye, sorry, just speaking and not having eaten makes me want to burp, and I don't want to burp on the microphone. Let's have the pupil here. So what I like to do is the eye go just a bit up or down. Let's try. How does it look if the eye goes up when he closes his eye? Okay, this is way too slow. So the eye is not going to be looping just like the body, because when you close your eye, it's very fast movement. So it's probably going to be like this. And no, I don't like how it looks when the pupil goes up. So let's try making it go down. Yeah, it looks better. So the eye goes down. Yes, coffee can just be a small tip without having to do anything in return, but also some creators set up perks and rewards for even monthly subscription. So then it becomes more like Patreon. Oh, I see. Eat something, Cat Best San says. Beats to eat something, breakfast is important. So yeah, but it's just that last time I streamed, I ate a pizza, and it was so hard because it was so hard to talk because I was digesting the pizza, and I felt like I'm gonna eat after. I'm just gonna have a water bottle, and you know, I can stay up and not eat for 2 hours. Time to eat ASMR eating. Oh no. I'm not gonna eat on stream. That's terrible. So okay, so the eye closes. Now, oh, I'm gonna show you something cool for the glows. So I have separated the glows, the eye glows here, and I'm gonna do something cool. So I want it to wobble, just like this shiny thing. And how I'm gonna do this? It's a bit technical, but there's one technique that I like, is to add a displacement map. Beats goes, I must check that part. Oh, what part? Oh no, sorry. Oh, were you referring to the ASMR? And oh, there's Uwu's here. Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. Yes, I am. I mean, the day is only starting for me. I woke up, turned on the computer, and went live. It's 11 a.m. for me now, and this is gonna be effects and displacement source. I'm just naming it like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a turbulent noise. Okay, it looks weird, but trust me, it's gonna work. I'm gonna have a noise like that, and if I play, nothing changes. But what I'll do is that I can change the evolution. It goes like this. It's like yeah, it's a noise. It's what in image editing, noise is everything that's random like that. It's not a bad sound, and I don't want it to move that smoothly. I want a random noise generated every few seconds. So what I'll do is I'll change a random seed. So if you've been to if you've done some computer engineering or just some coding, you know that the seed. Oh, if you've done some Minecraft, see how you can change the seed in Minecraft. So what the seed is, it's a random number, and it's completely gonna change how the noise is generated. And if I change the seed to 6, so I go from 0 to 6, and because the keyframe worked like this, I'm at 0 for a few frames, and then I go to 1 and it changes, and then I go to 2 and it changes, and 3 and 4 and 5. And if I play, it does this creepy thing like that. I want it to move a bit more. And trust me, this is to make the eyes look cute. Trust me. Oh, okay. Oh, I missed a lot of messages. Oh, some for me. I just woke up, started the PC. I'm glad I'm the first thing you watch. And cat bass, getting up and turning the computer immediately. I feel a certain kind kinship. Oh, the comments are very small for my feedback. Okay. Kinship. I don't know that word kinship. What does that mean? And noise is being uncanny. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a bit creepy. It's gonna be cute. Oh, I should have programming. Yeah, seed is definitely something I'm familiar to. Yeah, so I'm just changing the seed, and now it moves like this. And I want it to have. So let me see. I'm at 30 seconds, and I will want. I have a 4 seconds animation, and I want it to change like 3 to 4 times per second. 4 times per second, 4 by 4, so 16. So I'm gonna have 16 random seed on 4 seconds. Probably more. Let's do more. Let's go by times 2. So now I'm gonna explain what I'm doing with this creepy thing. Oh, this noise thing is to make the eyes sparkly. Exactly. Yeah. Kinship is like a connection between people, I think. Oh, I just learned a new word. Kinship. Yeah, we're one and the same. So now I'm gonna add a displacement map to the eyes. And what I'll be doing is that, so what a displacement map is, it's gonna deform the layer based on some other layer. And the other layer I'm gonna give it is the creepy thing I did. And so now that I tell it to use my layer, my displacement layer here, now what happens if you look? Oh shit! But it closes his eyes, so you can't see. Let's remove the top eyelid so we can see what happens. Okay, now if I hide the creepy layer behind it, now you can see that the eyes are sparkly. Why? It's because it uses the black and white noise to deform more or less the sparkles, and I can tell it to add more deformation, and suddenly my eyes goes like this. Sparkly eyes. So it needs to be a bit big if I want it to be visible from when I'm because the eyes are pretty small in the final animation. Oh, in France have something like that that's called atome crochu. Oui, atome crochu. It's connected atoms. Crochu. How do you say crochu? No, I don't know how to translate it. And oh, Vuchi-san says, "Well, it looks so good. Yeah, it's shining." So now it's cute and it's not creepy anymore. Let me have the pupil, the top pupil back, and let's make it open. So on After Effects, I can copy and paste a few keyframes together, but I cannot copy multiple keyframes on multiple layers because it does this weird thing. It duplicates the layers. I don't know why, but I have a plugin. It's called Motion version 2, and I can clone keyframe. It's a plugin. I can clone keyframes between multiple layers. I don't know why it's like that on the base After Effects. And then I'm gonna do some eating. So now we close and open again, and let's do some twinning animation. Okay, let's change this from the speed graph. These kind of tricks in art always surprises me. Yeah, it's a technique. I probably watched a tutorial really to make this. Basically everything I know is from a tutorial. So what I want, so here it looks weird if I slow down at the end. So I'm gonna have it slow at the beginning. So I also have this plugin Motion 2 for the easing. So I could just grab the handle and do it like this, but this plugin, I can just specify the amount of easing I go with this, and it's a bit more useful for me. It's not in the base After Effects, and you can totally do without it, but it's more useful. So now it goes like this. So it's slow in the beginning, and then closes, and then closes very fast, and then it's slow when it opens up. It goes like this. Maybe I can add just that little bit of easing when it's closed. Or maybe I can... Okay, I'm gonna go full maximum ease at the start and at the end. So it goes like this. And Beats says the best way to learn is to uplink when learning. Yes, because you can watch 20 hours of tutorial, but if you don't practice, you're probably not gonna remember anything. So yeah, the eye blinks now, which is good. I have one eye blink. I'm gonna do the other one later. So what I have now is, since it's done in a pre-composition, now he closes his eye. There we go. You know what? Let's do the same thing on the other eye right now. Oh, also, I want to do something. I want to move the eyebrows when the eyes are moving. But then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the eyebrows to the composition here. So let me just... Okay, the eyebrows here, I'm gonna increase the size of the composition so I can have the eyebrows. And since I don't have any reference, I'm just gonna... Sorry. I'm just gonna... You can't see the context menu, but yeah, I'm changing the... I'm going to composition settings, and I'm changing the size of composition. Yeah, it's a small wink. Okay, let's have the reference. So as I can see, what happened with my eye? My eye is not perfectly placed. Okay, and I need to place the eyebrow. Okay, let me just... Okay, so now the eyebrows perfectly placed, and I'm gonna animate it too, because I like to have that that small motion when you close your eye. I think it looks more natural. The eye thing is my fav movement. Using curve, it goes like swoosh. Yeah. Yeah, you can really change the way it feels just with the way the curves goes. It really depends on how people animate. Every animator has its way of doing it. And also, I'm not that good of an animator, and that's why I do more... I tend to do a lot of idle animation, just looping. It goes up, it goes down, and it loops. Because when it goes to character animation, like someone is looking at something, reacting, surprise face, and then the arm looks up and it starts walking, this is very tedious work, and I have not really done any character animation. And yeah. I'm more of a motion designer than a character animator, and that's why these small and easy techniques apply to idle animation, just small looping. But if you ask me to do something like work on a 2D or 3D animation project, I'm probably not going to be very comfortable. Okay, so let's animate some of the rotation too. I also have a plugin that copies the easing. So I have some curves here, and here. I could just redo it, but I'm lazy, and I have a plugin that's called Ease Copy. So I'm copying the easing, and then I'm pasting it here. And then if you go to value, and I go to... Oh, I'm on value here. And so then I have the easing here, and I have the same thing here. I suppose that must require a lot of skills. Yes, character animation is very technical, and it also takes a long time. Okay, so it goes like this, and maybe I will offset it with my technique. Yeah, it looks good when it offsets like that. Maybe just a little bit of easing. Yeah, the the eyebrow is it goes later than the eyes, and I think it looks cute. Maybe it's just too late. You know, let's see. We'll have it like that, and we're gonna see how it looks in the final animation. We're gonna do the same thing for the eyes, or are we gonna do the same thing for the eyes? Because time's running out. I have 50 minutes left of streaming, and then I'll have to go. So I'll show you how I do the hair. For the hair, I'm gonna make a little pre-composition. Hair top E pre-comp. Let me name this. Okay, so here I have the hair. Let's increase the composition a bit so I can have more room for movement. And let's bring the glows. There we go. And I will create, so I'm gonna use puppet animation for this, but if I move, since my glows are separated from the hair, if I move the hair, the glows are not gonna move. And I want to move both at the same time. So there are two techniques. I could pre-comp my hair just like I did, and instead of going inside and moving the hair, I can move the pre-comp, and because they are together, now they move together. But I like another technique, is to work inside of the composition, but work with an adjustment layer. So what an adjustment layer does is it's an empty layer, but every effect that you have on the adjustment layer is gonna be shown on the layers below it. So I'm gonna have the puppet on the adjustment layer here. And now if I move, it moves everything that's below it. And I can even add more graphics. And if I move the points, it moves everything below it. And I like this workflow, but it really depends on how you want to work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have two positions. One with the hair being like this. I like to keep my default position, but one other position with my hair being down, because when he goes back like this, you have a little bit of wiggle, and the tip has to move. Sorry, I don't know why the puppet animation cuts some line of my jaw. Oh, let me show you. What do I have, for example? Like this. Puppet animation really dislikes transparency. And what it will try to do is to draw limits. It's going to try to draw polygons around your animation. And so, for example, here, what it does. Can I see the mesh? Expansion. So I'm trying to find the most visual way to show you, because Puppet sometimes does weird thing. Let me, if I put some Puppet animation in here. But because I know exactly what you mean, and I'm trying to show you. So for example, if I activate on transparent option, you can see that it only kept one hair strand and not everything else. It's because when you put the puppet animation on something that has transparency, it's gonna draw limits on this shape, and you can increase the limits if you increase the expansion. So you have a parameter that's called expansion, and I would like to see the mesh, but I can't see it. Normally you can see the sorry. So the normal values is 30. Add up, make cut this line when I am in pre-comp. Oh, when you are in pre-comp. Well, I'm not exactly sure, but maybe we can see off stream. But you have a little parameter that's called expansion, and you can expand, and you can see that I'm starting to have some of my things back. And if I go 150 to 100, and I'm starting to have more and more of my drawing. So if you find that your puppet animation cuts some of your art, you can probably expand the mesh and you're gonna have it back. But because I'm using an adjustment layer, it does not cut anything because it moves it for the entire screen. Okay, so I will try to make it go like this. So here. So now the hair is going down. So the more I go at the tip, the more movement there is. So now it goes like this, as you can see. So it's very slow, and it doesn't loop back. So what can I do is I'll copy my expression just like I did for the body. Here we go. So loop in plus loop out, loop in, loop out, loop out. Let's go up là. And now it goes up and it goes down. If I tend to lower the quality of the drawing while animating because it's more useful. It's a faster preview because that's full and that's a quarter, and it's easier to. And then I'll add some easing. So let's add some. So there's also a thing with position. There are two graphics. You have value graph and speed graph. And for, I don't know why, but in position, when you animate the position, you can't edit with the value graph. So I go with the speed graph, but for everything else, I use the value graph, but because it's more visual. So here I have some easing. So it goes down, it goes up. Thanks for the advice. You're welcome. And because my animation is not 4 seconds, it doesn't loop. So let's make it 4 seconds. Here we go. So yeah, the movement's not natural. Let's change the easing. Maybe it's too big. There we go. Okay, so now the hair looks a bit like it's alive. It's moving. The tip is just almost dragging the rest of the hair. That's weird, and that's where the offset things comes handy. Is I can go from the tip. Actually, I don't even need to. The tip is not animated, so the animation starts here. So the more I go at the tip, the more delay there will be. So I'll try to move it to offset it 5 seconds per keyframe. Maybe that will look good. It's just trial and error. And now, as you can see, look how it looks. So it looks like the hair is dragging the tip. Andre's tutorial really shows how good his understanding in animation is. Oh, thank you. Yeah, as I said, I'm not a professional character animator. I'm just a motion designer, so I have some understanding of the basics, but I'm probably not a good teacher for how to animate. And so what you see here is that it goes, but it went in a straight line, and I don't really like it because it's supposed to go more round. So I grabbed my vertex pen, and I can change the position curve. So it goes like this, and it's gonna be more natural. Here we go. So that's one hair done. And now how does it look? So it goes like this, and then it goes down, and then it goes up. And so I know I only need to do this for every hair strand. Let's go. And I think he moves too much. It's not natural. I think he moves too much, and the animation is... I think he can be more wiggly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the animation faster, but also make it move slower. So the body will move a lot less. The Y position too. Oh, there's no music and not me talking. Did I finish the playlist? Oh, the playlist is done. Wait, let me replay the music. Oh, okay, here we go. Music is here. Okay, let's have... Okay, I'm gonna make it faster. So instead of 2 seconds, it's gonna be 1 second. Animation is one of those things when you have... Wait, let me make it bigger. Is one of those things where you have to get so many details right that it becomes tiring, I think. Well, it really depends on how much detail you want to put in. I could just have my body going up and down and call it a day, but then I add more details. Okay, so now that the animation's faster, I can see that it moves too much. And the easing is too... I'm completely changing the rhythm here. So let's find something that looks right. Let's have less curve here. And also, all the keyframes are aligned. So let's offset them. Okay, it's just a bit too fast now. So let's find a good in between. Maybe 1 second and 15 frames. Beats says, indeed, but I suppose animator also has their own technique to deal with it, like breaking things down. Yeah, when I started, I was doing just really simple animation, but as I was getting more comfortable animating, I tried more... It's not complex approach. It's just adding small techniques on top of small techniques to make something that looks complex. And also sometimes, I mean most times, I start an animation and I just realize how bad of an animator I am because I can't have the rhythm I want. I can't have the style I want, and yeah, it can be discouraging. Okay, let's have more body rotation because it doesn't look good. I think his head goes up too much. But that's my default. So I need to have my keyframes like that. You see, I'm just like into individual subtasks to focus on. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. -2. Let's, you know what? Let's not animate the turtleneck, actually. Or maybe just a little bit. So, when I'm animating, I'll just be looking at my animation. How it doesn't look good. How can I change it? Okay. It's okay, I guess. But I also like when it moves a bit more. Maybe it's my easing that's not right. Something doesn't look good. Oh, hello Titoff, bonjour, comment ça va? Let's animate in quarter. No, the easing is too snappy. Let's make it. And it doesn't. Oh, because it's no. There's no offset. Let's have it. Let's have some offset. It looks better. I like this rhythm. I can work with it. So now I'll need to change the rhythm for my hair because I animated at 4 seconds. And now I change it to 3 seconds animation. So my keyframe align at 1 second and 15 frames. And so now it should be, yeah, it works. Okay. Oh my god, I missed so many messages. Beats, oh Andre, I believe your animation skills can get even better in the future. Yeah, I'm working on it. After working on something for too long, I have no idea whether it sounds and looks good or not anymore. Yeah, me too. And sometimes I have to stop the project, do something else, and come back to it. And but most of the time, I'm not satisfied with something. I have the good surprise when I come back to realize it's actually okay. Sometimes I'm like, it doesn't look good and I need to change something, and then I come back the day after, I'm like, it actually looks good, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining, but some other times, yeah, it's good to stop the project and come back to it, and then you're gonna see all the errors you have. Beats says, although to me you are already very good at animation. Thank you. Little tired, haha, and you. I slept at 8 hours, but yeah, the day before I slept for only 6 hours. Now I'm getting old. I mean, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm 25. But I'm getting old, and I can't say I'm getting old at 25, but now I wake up at the same time every day, even at the weekends, which is even when I go to sleep at 3 a.m., I'm like, I don't mind, I can wake up when I want, and then it's 8:30 and I'm like awake and I'm oh, il y a Antonin! Salut Antonin! Salut Antonin! Comment ça va? So yeah, I just have this idle animation. You know what? Let's do the same for the. Oh no, I'm gonna show you how I animate my glows, because I have to end the stream in 30 minutes, and the animation will not be finished. I'm gonna have to finish it off stream. I'm sorry, but hair e glow pre-comp. Let me name this right. Beats, that's still very young. Yeah. Are you 81, Beats? Wow. you sound young for someone that's 81. And everyone's space is 15. Well, I hope you can learn some things with the stream. So I did not pre-comp the right layer. Oh, I did not color it the right way. That's why I messed up. Gloves are gonna be yellow. Eh ben écoute, ouais, Antonin is asking how I'm doing. Bah ouais, écoute, ça va, petit dimanche, tranquille, petit live jusqu'à midi, et puis après j'enchaîne sur un autre live à 13h avec un ami japonais, Hairtop E glow. Let's go. Okay, so now I have my glows here. So the first thing I do is now I have oh, Beats is not 81. I had a feeling you were joking. And so now that I have pre-comped the glow in the hair, yeah, you sound very young. I thought you were 19. Oh, thank you. Yeah, now I'm 25. Moi aussi, je me lève tout seul maintenant, mais je me lève à 10h30. Oh bah ça va, ça va. And what's interesting with the pre-comp is that when you are you can duplicate the pre-comp. So now I have twice the same comp, and if I add something like square, it's gonna be added twice. And that's one really useful thing about pre-comp. What I can do is I can I'll add a glow on my hair. It's an effect that make it look like it's glowing. The 25 is still young. Coffee Fox, yeah, I will be 19 in April. Let's go. So I'm gonna make it move. So how am I gonna make it move? That's a great question. Let me think. I think I'm gonna use the same noise technique, but a different way. Let's see. I'm gonna have my displacement here, but I'm gonna call it FX glow movement. Pog. What does pog mean? Should I ask what pogging means? I'd be terrified of a 19-year-old as pro as Andre. Oh, sometimes when I go to Instagram, I watch you find a 3D. So there was one time, I mean multiple times, there was like crazy 3D renders with like professional level, and you go to the guy's profile and the guy is 15, and you're like, someone that's like 15 is 1,000 times better than me. What am I doing with my life? But you know, some people are just geniuses. Titoff, I work at night and yet I've been on the I've been on the weekend since yesterday. Yeah, it must be tiring to work at night. And Frizzle Soda is asking if I go back to live at 1 p.m. Yes, at 1 p.m. I'll be posting a link on my Twitter. I'll be on Buchi-san's live stream, and we'll be playing Ultimate Chicken Horse. I think it's gonna be fun. Pog is a Twitch emote. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have no knowledge about Twitch. That's also why I'm streaming on YouTube. I never go to Twitch. So yeah, when I see people like that, I get so depressed. Yeah, but I mean, myself, I don't get depressed. I guess I don't think too much about it, because I mean, there's always someone that's better than you. There's a lot of people that are better than me, but what I say to myself is that if I think I'm bad because someone is better than me, that means I'm kind of insulting everyone that likes my art, you know? Because if I'm bad, how are the people that are not as good as me, what are they, you know? And I think there's good in everyone. So I think you should be proud of every accomplishment you do. And I draw with the mouse. Oh, drawing with the mouse is hard. And yeah, oh, you love that game? I'll be posting the link, the Ultimate Horse Chicken. I'll be posting the link on Twitter. And people just say Pog when something is exciting. Oh, okay, thank you. Now I understand. Okay, so let's add the noise again. Not the turbulent noise. And let's make it very contrasted. And instead of making snappy, like cuts, you know, changing, I want the noise to move kind of like this because I want the glows to move. So I'll animate the turbulence. Maybe for more seconds. So maybe for 8 seconds, like this. And like this. So it's gonna animate. It's too slow. So it's gonna animate like this. Okay, that's a fair point. I should start thinking like that. Yeah. Cela a du sens. Oh, it makes sense, Beats. You're speaking French. Okay, so it goes like this, and I can probably also animate the evolution. I'm sorry if it's creepy. It looks like I'm doing an other game thing, a horror game thing. Okay, so now it moves like this, and I need it to loop. So when I come back, you can see a cut, and I want it to loop. So how am I going to do that? I think I need to pre-comp it. Let me FX glow movement pre-comp. So now that it's pre-comped, and it goes to 8 sec to 13 second, that's not right. Oh, it did not copy the effect. Okay, so now that it's pre-comped, I have one layer with my thing here. I can change the timing. Well, my technique for Beats just use a translator. Yeah, but it worked. It worked well. So what I like to do is I want it to loop at 4 seconds because no, 3 seconds. 3 seconds or 4? 3 seconds. Okay, let's go with 3 seconds. Okay, let me move my keyframes. It's not right here. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll make just a bit. No, wait. What's the right way to do it? Okay, so my technique for looping an animation that doesn't loop is to cut my layer in two and then move the ending point. So here on my layer, it ends at 3 seconds. So I take so if I make a marker here so it can be more visible. So what I do is I take my 3 second layer, my layer at 3 seconds and put it at the top. So here at 3 seconds, now I have the same frame. Wait, let me show you. I have the same frame here. I mean here and then here. And what I do is that I animate the opacity so it can go from 100% to 0%. And now suddenly I have this. So you can see the ugly opacity thing. But I think for what I'm trying to do, I think it will work great. So now I have a looping texture for the glow. And what I'll do, let me arrange the folders here because it's getting crazy. And I'm gonna make a folder. It's gonna be body parts. Here, 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 and here. Okay. And I'm gonna make a folder that's called sources. Okay. Okay. So, now for the glow. So it's pre-comped. And what I'll do is I'll add this layer. And I'll make it. Okay. So now as you can see, I made my glow be a luma matte of what's above it. So it's the same technique as we used before for the eye. But instead of using it as an alpha, because the alpha is for just the opacity of the layer, I want to use the black and white values for showing or hiding the glow. So that's where luma comes in. And if I go to luma, the white, the white make it appears and black make it disappear. And if I go to Luma inverted, the black make it appear and white disappear. Both work for this case. I'm gonna make it more contrasted. I'm probably gonna add a level effect. So what level does is you can clip the black and white values. So now it looks like this. And it looks like this here. And why does it not loop? It's supposed to loop. Oh, because I did not add the right composition. Okay, it's this one. Okay, now it loops. So I have this, but it doesn't go the right way. So first I can rotate it 90 degrees. Tu es cliqué sur quelle version d'After là? Il crache pas trop. Sur la After Effects 2022. I'm on After Effects 2022. And yeah, it doesn't crash on my computer. I don't know why it crashed so much on our company's computer. Okay, so now it looks like this. So you can have that glow effect. If I want, I can maybe add a little puppet to add some rotation to it. So if I go like this and like this and like I can deform. Wait, does it? Oh yeah, it kind of works. Wait, no, let me do it better. Let's grab. So how do my glows look like? They look like this. So if I go bam, 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 and I deform it like this, and like this, and like this. So it goes, yeah, it kind of works. And so if I put it as Luma matte, there we go. And I also want to make it a little bit darker, but I can change it in the levels. Okay, so here, okay, there are less glows. Okay, so I have this effect. Titoff says, I love it. Thank you, I'm glad you do. And here we go. I have the glowing, the shiny thing. There we go. And if I play it here, we have this. So I'm gonna do the same thing for the back, but I want to add a bit of a 3D effect. I'll try to add a 3D effect on the ear. Let's go. Are you going to accomplish the color shift in those tiny fur? Yeah. The color shift, you mean the little animation I did here? I'm gonna do the same thing here and here. And also here. And just like the one on your avatar. Oh, the way it changes. So no, yeah, on this animation it's not gonna change color, but I could probably make it change color if I pre-comp it. Bravo, thank you. If I pre-comp it, hair top E low pre-comp. What I can do is I can duplicate it and I can offset, and then I can add a hue and change the hue of the one that's below. But I also need to add a time remap. Property loop in. And as you can see, I have a different color. So I have the first one that's here and the other one that's here. So it's a bit later. So I offset the layer. But the colors don't look right. So what I've done on my character... Ooh, it kind of looks good. No, the color is not right. I should make it differently, but for this animation I was only going to go with this effect appearing and disappearing. Okay, let's go. Let's do the ear. Ear right. Let's go. So for this one, I'm gonna try to give it a 3D effect with the puppet animation. So what I should have done is just like on my Live 2D avatar is separate this part here. Oh, it would be better if I could have a stroke. What I should have done is separate this part and this part, but I didn't do it. So I'm just gonna try to do it with a puppet. Am I gonna add the puppet as a adjustment layer? Yeah, probably. Let's go with an adjustment layer. Rainbow wolf, yay. Shiny boy. Puppet. And yeah, the puppet. Let's raise it here. So how am I gonna do this? I actually don't know. I'm adding points. So does it work? I probably need a point here too. And here and here and here. And I probably need a point here. Okay, I can do it. But first, before moving the ear, I need to animate it because I want to know what perspective I'm at. So here's here. Beep beep boo, rotation. So when his ear goes like that, it can probably go up, and it can probably go down, and it's like that. Okay, and I'll copy the easing. Here we go. And I'll add the loop out. And I realize it's probably the reverse I'm supposed to do. I think it would look better if I reverse my keyframes. No, it looked okay. Oh, gotta go. Bye, Andre. Bye, chat. Oh, thank you for being here. You can probably watch. I mean, I have to go off stream in like 13 minutes. So I'm sorry, I'm not gonna have the animation finished, but I'm gonna finish it off stream and post it on Twitter. But thank you for being here. Okay. I will animate just a perspective to try to make it just like if it was rotating a bit. Just if I go like this. Does it work? Kinda. Let's have the loop in and out. Some easing. And we go. Oh, hello, Lekwarts. Hello. If I say a nickname poorly, please tell me. My keyframe or not. Right. My puppet doesn't look good. Probably gonna have it like this and this one like this. Yeah, it can work. Let's see how it looks. So yeah, it kind of gives this 3D effect. Kinda. Let's move also the animation because it needs to be synchronized to the ear rotation, and let's make a loop in and out. I just put loop in and out to every keyframe because it's more useful. So it kind of looks like it's rotating. Yeah, let's go with this. I'll probably correct it later if it doesn't look right. It's really nice to talk to you while you're streaming. Yeah, I really enjoy talking to you guys. It's correct, but I'm kind of late for this though. You mean on the stream or about the ear? I think there's too much rotation. I think my anchor point is not right. I think I'll move it maybe here. How does it look? Yeah, kind of works. We'll go with this. Oh, you know what I need to do? That's what I need to do. This is gonna be the puppet for the perspective. And I need another puppet. So let's add 2 adjustment layers for the wiggle, just like the hair. Puppet bounce. Let's call it bounce. Bam, bam, bada bam, bada boom, bada beam, bada boom. As when I come closer to the tip of the ear or the tip of the hair, I like to make the keyframe, the puppet points closer, because then I can add more subtle movements. So it's here, and then it's probably gonna go up, isn't it? Most of the times I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying and reversing if I did it the wrong way. Yeah, it kind of looked like it's rotating. I could have separated the layers to make it more realistic, but this works. And spine, you know, on the previous stream I talked about the software Spine. It's a lot better for this kind of animation, but for this stream I you probably remember if you were here, I could not remember how to use Spine because I used it once and stopped using it for a month, and I forgot everything, and I need to watch a tutorial. But for this stream I wanted to show you guys After Effects. I mean late for this stream. Oh yeah, you were a bit late, but there's the whole replay that's gonna show up. So as you can see, it's funny how like it looks like it's jelly. Yeah, but I like this jelly effect. It's not very natural, but it's, you know, I'm a jelly boy. It's not looping though. Why is it not looping? Why is it not looping? Is it my... So it loops at 22 frames. Loop... Oh, because I'm... why is it not looping? If I don't offset it, does it work? Yes. Sorry. Oh, I'm gonna end the stream soon. No, guys. I'm sorry I can't stream for any longer. Why is it? Let's go debug mode. If I just type loop in ping pong. Oh, because it's not ping pong that I need, it's cycle that I need. So, because ping pong was going one way then the other, but I need for it to come back to the first value when it's done. So I think my rotation's it's too much. First value is 4, and the next value is probably gonna be just 0. Okay, it looks too much like jelly. I think I'm gonna soften the low, make it just a bit less. Let me see. I'll resynchronize my keyframe because it's easier to work like that. There's probably a tool or a plugin to do the offset just for keyframes, but I don't know it. And also I'll add more movement for the other points because I didn't add any, and I think it can look good. Beats says the ear looks so soft. Thank you. Yeah, it's the effects I want to give. So I'm gonna move this one, and then oh no, it was going up. I'm gonna move this one just a bit, and then this one a bit more, and then this one. Oh, this moves a lot, bruh. Okay, and then I'll add some ease. And there we go, and here we go. And then And yeah, it's gonna be time to end the stream. Let's finish this ear. And it doesn't loop because I did not add the loop in expression to this keyframe. Here we go. Okay, so it looks like this. I can... What if it rotates first? And then you have the perspective like this. What? It doesn't look good. It looks good here. I can probably increase the movement, the amount of movement. Here we go. And I really need to end the stream. But the final result's gonna be on Twitter. And if you're watching a replay, it's probably gonna be on the description. Okay, does it look good? It kinda does. We can go with this. I think it's the rotation that doesn't look good. But yeah, that's just me animating part by part. Yeah, it's the animation. It's the rotation. Let's make it less rotatey. It's gonna be 0 here and maybe just a bit, just like 2. And then I can also move it because Remember to get some rest, Andre. Take care. Yeah. Right as I end the stream, I'll drink my water bottle. Yeah, we'll go with this. And yeah, it's a blink because the blinks. Oh, hello, Tin. I don't think I have seen you before. And yeah, it's a blink because I didn't animate the second eye, but I'll animate it the same way I did the first one. And also I need to animate the mouth, just can smile. It looks fab. Stay hydrated and eat some food. Yes, I will eat right as I end the stream. Well, here's where we're at. So what have we learned today? We have learned how to animate, how to make parenting, how to offset the keyframe to make it a more natural feel. I showed you how to make the hair move. Oh, also, yeah, the hair move just like with this delay effect to make it more natural. Also, the glow movement. We have seen how to do the eyes. That's a very horny look. and yeah, and I'll finish it off stream and post it on Twitter. Welcome back to... Oh, you joined as soon as it's ending. I'm sorry. But there will be the replay. Oh my god. It looks good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll finish it and post it probably tonight if I have time. Well, I'm very glad you were all here. I had a very lovely moment. And the more I stream, the more I feel comfortable streaming. So... yeah, I'll keep doing it. For next stream, I think I'll be making an animation like this, but I think I'll show you my waifu. It's Giselle, but I'm not saying anymore. And in 1 hour, I will be on Buchi-san live stream. I'll post the link on Twitter. And we'll be playing some Ultimate Chicken Horse game. Oh, how did I do this transition? You mean this transition? Let's go. Oh no, the transition's broken. It works. I made it on After Effects. It's my overlay. I have a overlay project. The ear when it twitches is kawaii. Yeah, it's the last thing I added to the model. It's the ear twitch. Thank you so much. I've learned a lot just from the first 2 streams. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you Floop Volta. Thank you, Flop. And see you later, Andre. Bon appétit. Merci beaucoup. Thank you for being here, everyone's wahi. Yeah, the waifu. Let's go. And so yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I had a lovely time, and I hope to see you again on my next stream. And also thank you to everyone who watched this as a replay. And it's really amazing to see all of your feedback and all of your support. So yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you everyone, and see you soon.